The Amazing Spider-Man issue 15 sees Billy Connors hide in his room, revealing he has a secret phone he has been using to text some of his friends from. Kurt comes looking for him, causing his son to yell at him for coming into his room unannounced. Kurt's wife Martha tells him not to bother their son as he decides to sneak out to go to a birthday party. Spider-Man meanwhile digs through the rubble that was the restaurant Aunt May was in. Taskmaster tries to sneak up on him, but Peter isn't having any of it, smashing the villain in the face and throwing him from the building. Not bothering to go back in, Taskmaster and Black Ant finish their job, which entails taking the now captured Rhino to their boss. Digging through the rubble, Spider-Man finds that May and the other patrons survived the blast, and May is coordinating with them to get some air to the room they are trapped in. Spider-Man tells her that they need to get her out of there, but she refuses to leave until the other patrons are taken first. As Peter grabs and moves a huge piece of rubble, he remembers that while he learned lots from Uncle Ben about responsibilities, he learned about being a hero and putting others in front of yourself from Aunt May, and while he's let her down a lot recently, today he refuses to let her down. As everyone is freed from the rubble, May notices that Brett is still trapped, and with the help from the homeless man, they free him, but the roof begins to cave, falling in on the homeless man. Saving May and Brett, Spider-Man rushes back into the building, finding the man and saving him as the roof collapses, causing the building to explode. Getting the man to safety, Peter recognizes the man as Ned Leeds, an old rival reporter of Peter's who married Betty Brant but was soon framed as the Hobgoblin by Roderick Kingsley and killed. Later, however, the Jackal cloned him and he got a new lease on life. Ned recognizes Spider-Man, telling him that he needs to protect Betty as he dies in Peter's arms. Later, after May and Peter attend the unidentified homeless man's funeral that May paid for, May goes to clean up Feast when Randy meets her. Randy wasn't sure when May texted him if this was the right address, and May tells him what Feast was and how despite Martin Lee becoming Negative Man affected it, he did good work at the facility for the people of the city. May says that Randy's degree in social work is about to be put to good use as both of them begin cleaning up, and she says that they are planning on rebuilding Feast. Elsewhere, Billy readies to sneak out of his underground house and join his friends at a party. Sneaking by his sleeping father, Billy escapes the sewers and onto the streets above. Taskmaster and Black Ant meanwhile deliver Rhino to Kraven and Arcade. Arcade senses the theme of all of the villains Kraven is capturing, and the villain says that his hunt will define his legacy. Arcade says that he's looked over the hunter's proposal and wonders if it is too much, saying that from the scale of the project it might seem like a bit overkill. Kraven questions Arcade's resources because of this, but the villain says that he has enough and will use Old Red Ghost's planetary shields adjusted to Kraven's specifications to complete his game, which will see the shield dropped on Central Park, readying it for Kraven's greatest hunt. The Amazing Spider-Man issue 15 was another awesome issue thanks to Chris Bucklow's awesome and fun art and Nick Spencer's tight writing that again pays homage to older Spider-Man runs and even ends up tying a few loose ends from them, specifically Ned Leeds' portion of the book. I do have to wonder if Leeds meeting Aunt May was a setup, because it kind of feels like it was way too much of a coincidence that she meet him, then Peter gets involved and recognizes Ned. It kind of feels like maybe this is part of that bug villain's plan, and maybe even the bug villain might even be Betty Brant, since Leeds was trying to warn him about something about Betty. Definitely very interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing where that pays off. The Kraven sections near the end of the book were also really cool, and I'm excited to learn his whole plan and how his hunt in Central Park will work out and involve Spider-Man. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.